Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. How many times a day do you see this screen? Show the, are you a robot? CAPTCHA. 5, 10, more? It's infuriating, right? You're a human, you know you're a human, but the internet seems determined to treat you like a bot. Today, we're diving deep into this seemingly minor annoyance and uncovering the surprising crisis it represents. This isn't just about wasted seconds. It's costing you time, money, and eroding trust in the entire online world. Stick around, because what we're about to reveal will shock you. Let's start with the obvious: frustration. Imagine you're trying to buy concert tickets, sign up for a newsletter, or just read an article. Bam! Are you a robot? You fill it out, only to be greeted with another one. This is a level 1 crisis. The immediate impact is users like you and me throwing our hands up in the air and abandoning the website. Think about it. How many times have you just said, forget it, and gone somewhere else? This leads to a massive bounce rate, costing businesses potential customers and revenue. It's like putting up a closed sign for legitimate users. And that, my friends, is bad business. And it gets worse. This isn't just about annoyed users. All that legitimate traffic being blocked or discouraged directly impacts a website's bottom line. We're talking about a significant drop in page views, session duration, and those all-important conversion rates. A website might mistakenly flag you as suspicious, leading to unintended account restrictions or even outright blocking. Can you imagine being locked out of your account simply for trying to use it? These are real problems with real consequences. Now, picture this: thousands of frustrated users flooding customer support with complaints about these CAPTCHA issues. Support teams are overwhelmed, operational costs skyrocket, and support agents are often helpless because the root cause is buried deep in complex network configurations or VPN usage. It's a perfect storm of annoyance and inefficiency. This translates to longer wait times for everyone and a general feeling that the website doesn't value your time. It's a lose-lose situation. Here's a shocker. Did you know that according to research, humans spend an estimated 500 years every single day solving CAPTCHAs? That's half a millennia of collective frustration and wasted time. Think about what we could accomplish with that time if we weren't constantly proving our humanity to machines. This is a massive drain on productivity, and it's a hidden cost that we all pay. Now, let's zoom out a bit and look at the broader impact. When users consistently encounter these roadblocks, they start to decrease their reliance on those specific websites. People are creatures of habit, but they're also creatures of convenience. If one website is constantly giving you a hard time, you'll naturally migrate to a more user-friendly alternative. This means that websites with excessive CAPTCHAs are actively losing their competitive edge. The lesson here? Make it easy for your users, or they'll find someone who will. This frustration also drives changes in how people use VPNs and proxy servers. Users start switching providers in a desperate attempt to bypass these CAPTCHA checks. VPN providers might see fluctuations in signups and churn based on how well their services avoid these annoying challenges. Suddenly, there's a market for VPNs specifically marketed as CAPTCHA-resistant. It's a bizarre arms race between websites trying to block bots and users trying to access content without constant interruption. This constant battle fuels the development of more sophisticated bot detection and mitigation tools. Security companies are pouring resources into creating advanced solutions that use behavioral analysis, machine learning, and device fingerprinting to distinguish between real users and bots more accurately. A market emerges for services that help websites optimize their CAPTCHA implementation and minimize those dreaded false positives. It's an ever-evolving game of cat and mouse, and we're all caught in the middle. Here's a controversial take. Some experts argue that the constant escalation of bot detection is actually making the problem worse. The more complex the CAPTCHAs become, the more sophisticated the bots get. It's a never-ending cycle, and legitimate users are often the ones who suffer the most. Is this the best approach? Or are we just digging ourselves into a deeper hole? Now we get to the really scary part: the socioeconomic impact. Widespread CAPTCHA frustration contributes to a general distrust of online platforms and services. Users become more hesitant to engage in online activities like e-commerce, social media, and even just seeking information. This distrust can hinder the growth of the digital economy and limit the adoption of new technologies. It's a slow burn, but it's eroding the foundation of our online world. Even worse, this creates a wider digital divide. Individuals with limited technical skills or access to reliable internet connections struggle even more with CAPTCHAs. It creates a barrier to entry for those who are already disadvantaged, exacerbating accessibility concerns for users with disabilities. CAPTCHAs are often visually challenging, making them nearly impossible for some users to complete independently. We're inadvertently excluding a significant portion of the population from participating fully in the digital age. Let's talk about money. The cumulative time wasted on CAPTCHAs by millions of users worldwide represents a significant loss of productivity. Businesses suffer from reduced sales, lower employee efficiency, and increased operational expenses. The overall economic impact, while difficult to quantify precisely, is substantial. It also stifles innovation and better user authentication methods that are less intrusive. We're essentially throwing money down the drain, one CAPTCHA at a time. So, how much is all this costing us? Experts estimate that the global economic cost of CAPTCHAs could be in the billions of dollars annually. That's money that could be invested in education, infrastructure, or even just put back into consumers' pockets. It's a hidden tax on our online lives, and it's time we started demanding a better solution. Let's switch gears and talk about the technical risks. Legitimate human users can be incorrectly flagged as bots due to browser configurations, security software, or even just aggressive bot detection algorithms. This leads to user frustration and abandonment of the site. Imagine being punished for simply having a slightly unusual browser setup. It's unfair and counterproductive. If JavaScript and cookies are genuinely required for core site functionality, users without them will be unable to use the site. The site might not be compatible with all browsers or browser versions, leading to false positives. This creates a frustrating and inconsistent user experience, especially for users with older or less common browsers. It's like building a house with doors that only certain people can open. The bot detection mechanisms themselves might be flawed or exploitable by sophisticated bots. Bots circumventing the protection can lead to spam, abuse, or malicious activity. Overly aggressive or poorly implemented bot detection can slow down the site for all users, degrading the user experience and potentially impacting SEO. It's a constant game of one-upmanship, and the good guys often get caught in the crossfire. From a business perspective, the risks are clear. Frustrated users incorrectly identified as bots may leave the site and not return, leading to reduced website traffic, lower conversion rates, and a negative brand perception. A site that frequently flags legitimate users as bots can develop a reputation for being difficult to use, leading to negative reviews and social media backlash. It's a PR nightmare waiting to happen. If paying customers are incorrectly blocked, it can lead to lost revenue and customer churn. Users experiencing bot detection issues may contact customer support, increasing support costs and straining support resources. It's a drain on resources and a hit to the bottom line. In a competitive market, this can be the difference between success and failure. Now, let's talk about the ethical implications. Users with disabilities who rely on assistive technologies could be unfairly blocked. Overly aggressive bot detection methods may involve collecting and analyzing user data in ways that are perceived as intrusive or violate privacy regulations. It's a slippery slope that can erode trust and lead to legal challenges. If the reasons for being flagged as a bot are unclear, it can lead to user frustration and a sense of unfairness. Bot detection algorithms might inadvertently be biased against certain demographics or user groups. It's crucial to ensure fairness and transparency in these systems to avoid discrimination and maintain user trust. We need to hold these algorithms accountable. What's the solution? The good news is that there are alternatives on the horizon. Biometric authentication, passwordless logins, and more sophisticated AI-powered fraud detection systems are all promising avenues. The future of authentication is about creating a seamless and secure experience for users without the constant need to prove their humanity. It's time to move beyond the CAPTCHA and embrace a more intelligent and user-friendly approach. So, what can be done? Websites need to continuously improve the accuracy of their bot detection algorithms to reduce false positives. They need to provide clear and helpful information about why users were flagged as a bot and how to resolve the issue. Offering alternative verification methods and prioritizing accessibility are also crucial steps. And most importantly, they need to be transparent about how user data is collected and used for bot detection. It's about building trust and creating a more inclusive online experience. Ultimately, the "Are you a robot?" crisis is a symptom of a larger problem, the constant battle between security and usability. We need to demand better solutions from websites and technology companies. We need to advocate for more transparent and accessible authentication methods. And we need to be aware of the hidden costs of these seemingly minor annoyances. So, the next time you encounter one of these screens, remember that you're not alone. And remember that together, we can demand a better online experience. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful analysis of the tech world. What are your thoughts on CAPTCHAs? Leave a comment below. I want to know your experiences.